It's your girl Blush, and we're back with another episode. And if this look looks familiar, that means that you've been keeping up with my episodes, probably even binge watching. So if you haven't, go ahead and hit that subscribe button because obviously you love watching my videos. I'm just kidding, but I definitely would love for you to be a part of my Glam Chat family. So if you aren't subscribed, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification button so that you know when I'm uploading new videos. All right, so this video again is my back-to-back video for the Valentine's soiree. Last video I did was for this makeup look. So if you like how this makeup look is and you want to try it yourself, definitely make sure that you hit that back button and you go and look at my last video so you can see some of the products that I used and the techniques that I use, or just again if you want to use this as an inspiration. But this video is going to be a little different. I'm going to be talking a little bit more, hopefully not too much more, but I'll be talking a little bit more. And I'm just going to be using some of my, what I consider some of my Valentine's must-haves. Now, I say Valentine's, and I want to use this loosely because you can actually use these items for any romantic or special occasion. So whether it be your anniversary, somebody's birthday, your significant other's birthday, or you want to celebrate or whatever. But since that we're in the season of Valentine's, that's why I'm basically using that that title. But again, these are just some of the items that I pretty much use when I want to create a romantic atmosphere for my hubby and I. Now, some of these items, they're just like things that I feel like you should have to create a romantic night. You create your night the way you want to and the way your significant other wants, because not everybody wants the same thing or likes the same thing. Another thing that I want you to keep in mind is that I'm not going to be quoting where I got certain things, simply because, this is not a sponsored video or anything like that. It's just something I want to share with you guys. And some things may be on the high end, some things on the lower end, and I don't know, just don't think it really matters at this point. But if you have anything specifically you want to know where I got it from, you can definitely go ahead and comment below, and I would make sure I get back to you on that. So anyways, just going ahead and moving forward with some of the items. So for the ladies, because some of these items men can use as well, but these items are preferably for my ladies. You cannot have a romantic evening without negligee. If you don't know what negligee is, it's pretty much your lingerie. And like I said, you can get lingerie, almost anywhere where you can purchase underwears. So whether it be Fredericks, whether it be Victoria's Secret, whatever. A lot of places have some very nice things, and there are a lot of things online, subscriptions that you can get into. There's one, I forget the name, but you can subscribe to it, and they have like a lot of nice lingerie. Anyways, so the ones I've chosen to show you guys, I'm just trying to keep things a little tasteful. I'm married, so however it goes is however it goes. But I know that there's probably little eyes watching my channel, so I try to be a little bit rated R, not PG-13, but a little rated R. So anyways, moving forward. Yeah, I chose to keep something black. So this, you can wear it how you choose to, but this is basically just something see-through. Okay, and if you're doing something for like Valentine's, the colors is usually black, pink, or red. So that's why I chose this black item. And then I also found this, which I thought was pretty cute. I don't know if you would probably consider it a lingerie, but either way, it is definitely a very sexy piece. and it is in the red color, and it's long sleeve, so you can definitely set the mood to make it something sexy, but at the same time still keep it a little like keep the imagination to the eye. You're not completely showing it all, but definitely this is definitely daring and definitely a sexy piece. So these aren't things that you have to run out and go get. Again, some of these items are things that you may already have in your home. So creating a romantic night doesn't necessarily mean you have to go out and get certain things, but if you don't have them, you can. So I remember a while back, a few years ago, Ti had made a comment about like basically women who have their ish together, basically you have matching bras and panties, and it's just always something that kind of stayed in my mind. But then like people who really have a life and go to work and have kids and have running business and things like that, yeah, there are gonna be days where you know you match up your bras and panties and things like that. And then other times you're just trying to find something to put on and go. So, with that being said, I don't know if you are a stickler, comment below if you are a stickler of making sure that your lingerie matches all the time, or if you just like me, like, I just kind of go with the flow. I don't always have them match, and sometimes I do. But anyway, so these actually aren't matching items, but I can, if you look at it, you would basically think they are matching items. But you can't go wrong with a nice lace bra, okay? And I am so much into, anybody who knows me knows that, anybody who knows me and knows about my like undies, so like family members and hubby knows I'm not really into thongs. I just feel like thongs are like never-ending wedgies. But I definitely do love boy shorts. And again, these are lace boy shorts, and you can match them up with your favorite lace bra, or a lot of times you can get them as a set. In the words of Ti, it means you got your ish together. So with the lingerie, you can go as bold as you want. You can play it as safe as you want, and you can be as modest as you want. It's really just up to you, and of course the taste of you and your significant other. Next item that I want to share would be oils. Oils. This is actually something that I already had. Haven't used it a lot, but it has been used before. But this is actually from Bath and Body Works, and it's called Sensual Black Currant Vanilla. It's a bath and massage oil, and man, like the smell of this is amazing, and it is just the right level of oily. When you're placing it on the body, it's not something that's gonna keep you like feeling icky afterwards. It just kind of like seeps right into the skin. But again, for me, what kind of sold me is definitely the smell, and it's just an amazing thing. So this is definitely something that you would want. You want to have some type of oil, massage oil, to kind of like sparkle the night. So ladies, let me share a little tip with you guys. Let me share a little key with you guys. We should always leave it up to the guys to be romantic. You would get a lot more out of the relationship when being romantic is like a two-way street. And when I say romantic, it's like, it doesn't necessarily have to be like you laying out rose petals or whatever. And if that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. But what I'm saying is that the mood should be set by, like, there should be times where both of you guys are setting the mood. It shouldn't always be a guy doing the romantic thing. I think you would get a lot more out of the relationship that way. And of course, this is just definitely depending on who that guy is or who your significant other is, because you don't want to kind of like invest all that time and romanticness in someone that's just not worth it. So, and I'm sure within a few months, years or whatever, you know that person is worth being romantic. And if that person, shows you a good time, that person takes care of you, that person, is just there for you and it's your support system or whatever, why not? You know, show them that you care by just taking a little bit of your time out, an hour or two, to kind of like celebrate them or whatever. So, and you guys can alternate. Maybe this Valentine's you be the romantic one. This Valentine he's the romantic one. Or this, anniversary he's the one doing the romantic thing. And then you guys can alternate. You don't always have to be the guy. So just want to kind of like put that little tea in for you guys. Like I said, I think you would get a lot more out of this person if they kind of feel appreciated. We're all humans at the end of the day. Next thing, candles. Now I just kind of picked up candles that were around the house, but it can be whatever candles you want, whether you're going to Bath and Body Works, whether you're going to whatever, wherever that they sell candles, wherever you pick up your candles from. Candles definitely are a plus, a must have when you're setting the moods, because it just kind of like brings like serene calmness. It just takes you there, and specifically scented candles. As long as you're not allergic or it doesn't make you sneeze or anything like that, but scented candles are a thing. I don't know where I got these from, but they smell so good. It's kind of like a vanilla smell. It's kind of like a fresh smell, but they don't have like any stickers or whatever. So I don't know where I got these from. And I like really into colors, so whatever. But you can keep it as simple as you want. Just plain colors is fine, but it doesn't matter. Candle definitely set the mood, so make sure you stock up on your candles, especially scented candles, to set your romantic night. Next thing would be perfume. Now I'm sure this is probably going to be part of like the lady hygiene, and I didn't incorporate this as part of my Valentine's thing because I know it would just take a whole lot longer. But if you want to see like I don't want to say a hygiene video, because I don't want to feel like I'm telling people how to keep themselves clean, but just like some things that you can do extra to kind of make you feel a little more fresh, or whatever the word is. If you want to see a video like that, definitely comment below, and I will make sure that I get on it. But this is one of my favorites for my perfume, for my fragrances. This is actually from Jimmy Choo's. I've had this for maybe a couple years, and it's been lasting well. Probably because this is not the only thing that I use. I have other fragrances too, but I tend to pull for this one when I'm going out to a special place or whatever the case is. So definitely, you want to make sure that you're smelling good, and pick a fragrance that that person likes. So if you have a fragrance on your, your vanity that whenever you put it on, he's like, babe, you smell good, or whatever, like, what's that smell, or what's that perfume, or whatever. Make sure that that's the one that you wear the night that you're going to be, pulling something romantic, because you guys are going to be like really close. So make sure that it's something that you would like. It's not going to be sneezing and asking, what's that smell? You want it to be like, hey, what's that smell like? I always say I want a fragrance that when I'm walking by, the song that's playing that person's head, it's like, who's that lady? That's just always something I play in my head whenever I pick a fragrance. But moving on, I got this speaker. I got this from my brother. I believe his Instagram page is Fadalo. Fadalo. Fathalo. There's an underscore somewhere there. I'll probably try to see if I can link it correctly below. I don't know if he still has these, but I got it from him a few years ago, and it still works. I still love it. It has like a flashlight on there, and as long as you keep it charged, like fully charged, it will run the whole night. So I say to have a speaker because a couple of times, like if I've gone out of town, or I've created a staycation or a vacation where I was close by and we just went to like a hotel or something, a lot of times you don't have like a radio, or you probably do, but they're not playing like the music you want to hear. So I got me this Bluetooth speaker where I can play like my favorite my favorite music or my favorite romantic playlist or his romantic playlist, and connected to the Bluetooth, and the music is just playing the whole night. I'm very into music. I love music. I love the arts and things like that. So I love to have music playing just in the background, if we're chilling or whatever. But definitely, music has to be something that I carry with me um, throughout the romantic night. So definitely invest in some sort of a Bluetooth speaker. It doesn't have to be this one. It could be smaller, it could be bigger, but definitely invest in a Bluetooth speaker. I would say get something that's portable. Like this is pretty portable, so you can put it into your overnight bag, and it's not something that you have to add on, add to your weight or anything like that. And you just cannot have a romantic night and not have a glass of wine. Like, and of course, if you drink, of course, if you're not pregnant, you might get pregnant after that romantic night, but either way, like, wine, champagne, or some sort of, bubbly, definitely helps set the mood. So of course you want to drink responsibly. Okay, don't overdo it, and don't sit there and drink more than you know that you can take. Hopefully you're staying at that location, whether it's at home or if it's at a hotel or whatever. You're staying there, so if you're gonna stay in, you just drink and you guys enjoy your night. But one glass of wine definitely would help set the mood. In case for those people who wants to know what this one is, this is actually Merlot. This was actually gifted to me, I think, by my sister or somebody, but I think it's my sister. I haven't tried it yet, so maybe we'll break it in this weekend or something, but definitely wine. Red wine, sweet wine, white wine, whatever. One more thing that I didn't have here, but you want to add to the list, is like maybe some type of fruits or something, and whipped cream. What you do with it is your business, but I definitely think it's something that you can incorporate into your romantic night. Like strawberries with whipped cream on it, or chocolate covered strawberries. You guys can like feed to each other or whatever. But fruits is definitely I think would be a must-have to add onto your list. But I didn't try to go too crazy with my must-haves. These are just some of the little things I feel like you should have to create a memorable night. I hope you guys have enjoyed my little Valentine's setup. I try to be creative. Got my little backdrop. Wish it was a little bit bigger, but it wasn't. Whatever. Just decorated a little bit, and did a little bit of DIYs. I don't know if you guys can see this. But I don't know what they call. I think they would call this a flower box. And I just basically kind of like glittered it up, and then put some flowers in there. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I did take a little time to set up this get up for you guys. So I hope you enjoy it. Actually, there's one more thing. Rose petals. Rose petals is nice. Whether you're the guy or the female setting the mood, putting rose petals leading into the room or with candles, whatever, that's definitely a plus, and would be a great aesthetic to your romantic night. So if you can get your hands on some rose petals, whether it be authentic or real rose petals, you can just go into like the grocery stores, get yourself like it costs like $4 or $5 at Publix or something like that. I don't know, whatever. Get yourself a bouquet of roses, and you only probably need like 2 or 3 roses. It's like 4 roses. You take off the petals, and then you use that to pretty much spread either along the room, along the bed, or wherever. Or you could, I think, even like some of like the places that sell party stuff, like even Dollar Tree might even have like the rose petals in the bags. They usually have like white and maybe red, probably. So anyways, yeah. So again, I hope that you enjoyed this video. And until next time, I will talk to you guys later. See you.